has been working for you being more effective off the bench?
I think the big thing right now is all of us, there's just a heightened sense of urgency just trying to ramp up for the playoffs. This time of the year is, when you have to kind of lock in on some things and clean some stuff up going into the postseason. And I think, with the injuries we've had, a lot of people could view it as like a downside, but I think it's an opportunity with the challenge. Figure out how to win some of these games with, being short-staffed and, so it's an opportunity. I think we're all just kind of trying to sharpen some things up and, figure out how we can, find some marginal wins night in and night out.
What did you see tonight that allowed you guys to kind of regain momentum and then run away with it?
We picked up our physicality and our activity big time defensively. That was really the story there. When you guys saw it, a lot of our points came in transition. OG was amazing. Josh, guys guarding one-on-one, us guarding as a team, flying around, helping each other. When we do that and we're physical and we talk, we're pretty hard to deal with. So, we were able to do that, which was good. We responded after letting that slide a little bit at half and then figured that out.
You're one of the wings on this team. Do you come in with a mentality, especially when you see what the starters do on the wings, OG, Bridges, Josh, do you come in and have that same aggressive, let's get some turnovers and turn it into points?
For sure, we talk about it. On the bench, we have a number of things that we try to, keep at the top of the mind when we're going into the game and, kind of just seeing where we're at. How many fouls do we have? Just a chance to be aggressive, be extra physical, maybe pick one up front, we're not in the bonus yet. So things like that try to be mindful of. And just, obviously if things are going a certain way, trying to keep it at that level. If they're not, if we come out flat, again, it's opportunity for us to come in and maybe try to inject some life, change the game. So, there's a lot to look at and pay attention to the first 7 minutes of the game, and when you get in, it's how can you either match it or elevate it.
How much potential do you think the combination of Cat and Mitch together on the floor has to maybe impact the game in ways that not having Mitch?
Yeah, beyond just those two, we have a lot of different lineups, I think, and there's going to be a lot of lineups that are going to be asked of us, that we might not even be able to foresee right now. So again, I think that comes back to my point. A lot of this right now is a great opportunity for us to hone in on some things, work on some stuff for our group, and because ultimately, we might end up needing a lot of this stuff down the stretch in a playoff game or two or whatever, so you never know. So I think that's the mentality.
What swung the game? You guys were down a little early, and then you guys broke it open in the second half. Just what did you see that allowed you to pull away?
We stepped our defense up. We got stops, converted those stops into points. I've said it before. I think we're best. Our Knicks basketball is best when we get turnovers and convert those to points. So we did a good job of that in the third quarter.
Well, when you see what OG was able to do offensively and Mikhail, both of them at 28, when they're both clicking offensively at the same time, just what does that open up?
It opens up for everybody, for us to be the team that we want to be, we all got to be at our best level, and for them to be doing that at this time is great.
In terms of you and Mitch, and in terms of meshing and how y'all are coming along, just what do you see in terms of the chemistry between you two specifically?
I think it's good. I think we're doing a good job. Finding ways to win with each other on the court at the same time, and we got a great relationship, so translates on the court. I think we have a good chemistry going.
Feel good to win 3 of the last 4 after dropping those 2?
Nah, for sure. It's about wins. That's what the city cares about. That's what we care about. So any time we can put one in the left column, it's a good day.
The defense has obviously taken a step forward lately. And Tiff mentioned that the physicality has gone up. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, I think, just doing, like I said, just doing a better job of getting steals and getting turnovers. When you can turn the opponent over, like I said, I think we're at our best, and that's when it gets really fun for us.
This run that OG is on scoring-wise, are you seeing anything different from him? Are you seeing, has he expanded his offensive game in ways that maybe you didn't see?
He's being very aggressive. He's being very aggressive. He's very confident in what he does. So it's great to see OG like this. This is the version of OG we need if we want to do something special.
How about that play where we got that block and then Precious kind of tipped it up in the air and did his own fast break? You know what play I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, it's just, like I said, when we can get turnovers and stops like that and translate those to points, that's when we're at our best. So that's just an example of our team when we're at our best playing.
How comfortable are you being up in the pick and roll? Because sometimes you guys drop back, sometimes you're up, and it seems like that's when some of the turnovers happen.
Yeah.
That's when you guys have active hands.
Yeah, I'm comfortable doing that. more aggressive we could be on the ball, the better. I think with our length, we're not. We have a good team with a lot of with OG being his size, the times we can use our God-given traits, and our height. The times that we do have height out there, that's when I think we could get really good for us.
Tom, what was the key to that run in the third quarter that kind of catapulted you guys?
I thought the defensive activity, intensity picked up. Once the ball pressure got better, we got some steals, we got some blocks, and then we got into the open floor, got some fast break points, and then we got into a good rhythm.
You guys are, I think, top 5, maybe 4 in forcing turnovers this month. Is that just a kind of a benefit, or not benefit, but just kind of a product of the personnel out there, or is there something you guys are doing differently to try to?
No, I think overall the physicality is a lot better. I think guys understand, what we're trying to do. The communication's a lot better. Having Mitch is a big factor in that. I thought Mitch's defense was a huge factor in the third quarter. The ball pressure, the rim protection. And when you have somebody like that out there, then everyone gets a lot more aggressive. OG and Mikhail are playing at a very, very high level. And then, Josh did all the things he normally does. I thought DeLon gave us great minutes. And then I thought our bench was really good. I thought, looking at what Mitch brought to the game, what Precious brought to the game, Landry, Tyler, it was huge for us because we were flat, and they got us going.
Talking about DeLon, what have you seen defensively with DeLon?
He's got great size, at his position. That's his gift, is his defense, and he gets a lot of deflections. He's very good on the ball. It allows you to do more switching. So he has great impact on the game. He plays hard on every possession.
You mentioned Mitch's effect on the turnovers. Does having him on the back end, does that allow guys on the perimeter to get up?
Yeah, well, I think when you have someone back there, and he's an elite pick and roll defender, and then his anticipation at the rim, he can cover up for mistakes. His communication is really good, and I think his understanding of what we're doing is really good.
Tom, when you said the physicality has gone up and they now understand what you guys are trying to do, was that like a process to?
Yeah, well, I think it's a compilation of things. I think one is to adjust to how the game's being called, and I think in general, when you talk about NBA defense, it's contact with intelligence. There's a physicality to it, and I think you have to understand body position. You have to have good technique, and everyone has to be tied together. And I think you have to do it, every play. The players are too good. If there's no contact, there's going to be too much of a rhythm.